Yes, sir. Ross?
Here.
Hamilton? Not present. Hart?
Present.
Robinson?
Here.
Baxter?
Here.
Harris?
Here.
Fowler is absent. Insulaco?
Present.
The quorum is present, sir.
Thank you. If everybody stand for the Pledge of Allegiance by John Barber and his prayer, please.
Let's bow our heads. Heavenly Father, we just come before you this evening, and we thank you for this beautiful day that you've given us. Lord, we thank you for this beautiful city and your grace that you poured out upon it. We pray this evening for the council members, that you would give them wisdom as they make decisions for the city. And as always, we pray for the safety of our police and fire and electric department, Lord, as they serve the constituents of the city. And we thank you in Jesus' name.
Amen.
I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
So moved.
Motion second. Is there one?
Second.
Second.
Okay. On the minutes of the previous meeting, Ross?
Yes.
Hart?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Harris?
Yes.
Insulaco?
Yes.
Communications?
Thank you. With this, I'm going to go ahead and do presentations with the trophies for the Christmas parade. Susie, where are you? Come on up, please, with me, Susie, if you don't mind.
Okay, I gotta turn this way so I can see people. Okay, so for those of y'all who don't know, I'm Susie Jones and I represent the North Little Rock Elks Lodge. And we, along with the city, we present the North Little Rock Elks Christmas Parade. So we're very proud, guys. Y'all have showed up and showed out. We're so proud of all who just entered, who rode, who helped to put it on, who just did all the things. And we've been making it a pretty good success, I think, and I think we're planning on getting better and bigger and doing a whole lot more. So here we go. All right.
I need help with the trophies.
Guys,
Somebody,
I've got them.
I got them?
I've got them.
Thank you.
And I got a person to take pictures too. Okay, so. Hello, how are you? Hi, I'm good. Okay, so we're gonna start with the best club. That one is going to be the Ghostbusters Club. You guys looked awesome. It was so cool. There were no first, second, thirds. We just had categories and everybody won their category. So everybody's winners. So just to be clear.
Sorry.
Nothing big guys love more than they call him Biggie.
Thank you, guys. Okay, next is going to be the best youth. This is Meadow Park Elementary Drumline. These guys are just phenomenal. I don't know, are they here? Is someone here to represent them? Meadow Park Elementary? No, I don't think so. Okay. So the best scout is Troop 427. Do we have someone here? Nope. Okay. The best decorated, that's the Gorilla Tree Care. Someone? Nope. Okay. All right. Those who are not here, they can get with us and then we'll get their trophies. The most spirited, Tacos El Gordo. Right, guys. That was fantastic.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Okay, the best marching band is going to be the North Little Rock High School Band. Yep. Okay, yes. And also the best school was North Little Rock High School. They represented very, very well this year. Absolutely. So yeah, North Little Rock High School. So okay. So the best dance team. Y'all are the dance team then, right? North Little Rock High School 9th grade dance team. Yes. Very proud.
Congratulations. Yay. Y'all give them a round of applause.
Good job, guys. Company who won Best for Profit was Baptist Health. I think this was their first time entering a float in the parade, and I think they did very well.
Congratulations.
All right, so we also do, I don't know if everybody knows, but we do a traveling trophy with the local businesses. And what that means is that we have this trophy that the best decorated business during the Christmas months along Main Street between 7th and Broadway, they get a traveling trophy. And it's kind of a little bit of a friendly competition. So this year, again, for the second year in a row, Brood and Barley did that. And so I believe that they couldn't make it tonight, so we'll bring that to them. Brand new business, yes. Okay, so Elk's Choice. So Arkansas Slings United, 44. Are they here? They won the Elk's Choice Award. No? Okay. So the Mayor's Cup. So the Mayor's Cup, the Spanish Honor Society. Oh, wow. Yay. They won the Mayor's Cup. So very, very good. All right, we appreciate everybody, and a big thank you to the city for allowing us to spread our wings and do this. Thank all of you.
Appreciate you so very much.
Thank you, thank you.
On presentations, wait a minute, I'll get in front of the mic. On presentations, the state of the city, you've got a printed copy, and of course, the video is on our video. What?
You can let them exit them, leave.
If they want to, yeah. If y'all like to go ahead, you're welcome. Go ahead. Thank you. We've done communications, didn't we? We did
No,
communicate.
no, we didn't. We just did the minutes, sir.
Okay, okay. I'm losing track.
I don't know what to actually do.
Have we done communications yet?
No, sir.
All right, would you go ahead and accept communications, please, if you like?
Is there a
Anybody?
motion?
Ms. Ross?
Need to pull number 2.
On
Pull two.
presentations, pulling number 2.
Okay. Is there a motion on the remaining ones?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Okay.
Number 2 now?
On, actually, we'll go ahead and vote on 1, 3, and 4. Ross?
Yes.
Hart? Sorry, Hamilton, I saw you come in.
I apologize, I did come in late. Yes, or approve, here.
Hart?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Harris?
Yes.
And Sulaco?
Yes.
And number 2, do you want it read by title, or?
You don't even have to read it. It was just an explanation.
So it is the memorandum from the city attorney regarding the annual procedural rules for the city council.
Right. And I mean, I do want to go ahead and accept it, but Ms. Fields will be bringing legislation back next week to next council meeting. Hope it's not next week.
No, it won't be next week, I hope.
To amend our, the ordinance on this to add in where we can no longer meet by virtual meetings.
Right, because the law changed at the last legislative session.
Right.
And you can only meet remotely now if the governor's declared an emergency. So I'm going to change that section.
So I moved to accept and file it.
There's a second?
Second.
On the motion, Ross?
Yes.
Hamilton?
Yes.
Hart?
No.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Harris?
Yes.
And Sulaco?
Yes.
Thank you.
Consent items?
Consent agenda, I'm going to ask for a voice vote of aye from R2620 to R26, and I think that'd be 30. If anybody wants to pull one of those, let me know now. Mr. Hamilton.
I heard you say ask for a voice vote, and I was going to ask that we ask to pull some before we get to a voice vote.
All right, which ones?
Which ones do you want pulled?
I haven't mentioned any yet.
Oh,
I was
okay.
just, I thought he was asking for a voice vote.
No,
and
I was asking to see if
I was like,
anybody,
oh.
no, I was asking to see if anybody wanted to pull any.
Oh, okay.
Ms. Hart,
R 2622,
say it again, please.
R 2622.
R 2622.
Okay.
Anybody else?
What else?
R 2620.
R 2620. Mr. Hamilton.
That was the only one I didn't have an issue with. All the others,
So, say again,
all the others.
all the others what? Pulled?
I'd like to pull them.
Okay, so you're saying R 26, 21, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, and 30, correct?
If I trust your math.
Well, I'm just reading them.
Okay, so there will not be a.
There will not
any
be a consent
items.
agenda tonight,
Okay.
okay?
Thank God.
All right, so the first one is going to be R 2620, Mayor Hartwick.
Please.
A resolution certifying local government endorsement of Ace Glass Aggregates LLC to participate in the Arkansas Tax Back Program as authorized by Arkansas Code 15-4-2706D of the Consolidated Incentive Act of 2003.
Is there a motion?
So moved.
Move to adopt.
Ms. Ross.
Okay, now, I'd like, Michelle,
Michelle's here.
yeah. Just make sure I got all my facts straight. I know that, we need to be more concerned with the rebates and the, tax breaks that we've been giving, and so I was just talking to Michelle about, this is a $12 million. And
So
so, if you can just kind of explain that it's only for construction material and the max amount.
So this is an incentive that's offered by the state of Arkansas. So typically I'm in front of you, and I have been in front of you talking about Ace Glass, and you have granted them tax abatement. They were also granted by the state, the Executive Director of Economic Development Commission, the sales tax incentive. And what this is they are eligible for a rebate of a portion of the sales tax that they pay on specific materials. And so some of their construction materials and some of their equipment is already exempt from sales tax. But what this does is that some of what is not statutorily exempt, those materials and some of that equipment, they can apply to the Department of Finance Administration. The Department of Finance Administration will verify that those assets meet this criteria, and they will rebate a portion of the sales tax back to them. It is limited, there's various limitations. One of them is that they can never get rebated back to them more than 10% of their project costs in the first instance. So here, we don't have any concern about that.
Mr. Hamilton.
I appreciate I looked this up, and one question I had, and I realized when I found the answer how wrong the question was how long does it last? And if my understanding of it was correct, is it lasts as long as they are spending money on things that are the investment.
Mm-hmm.
So if they're buying new machinery, then that works. And maybe that goes 5 years, I don't know, but it's only on things that they are purchasing for the investment, correct?
That is very correct. It is a specifically defined project.
Mm-hmm.
So that has been defined in the agreement with the state that they have signed. And there is a 3-year period that generally they have to request the reimbursement or the refund within 3 years of the expenditure. So this construction project, they have already completed part of it, but it's an ongoing project.
Excellent, thank you, ma'am.
Anybody else? Is there a motion?
Yes, sir. On the motion, Ross?
Yes?
Hamilton?
Yes.
Hart?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Harris?
Yes.
And Soloka?
Yes.
R 2621, Mayor Hartwick.
Please.
A resolution authorizing the mayor and city clerk to enter into a multi-year agreement with Segra LLC for professional services for the North Little Rock Electric Department.
Move for adoption.
Second?
Motion adopted, second.
Any discussion? Hamilton?
Oh, Mr. Hamilton, I didn't see you.
Yes, so the reason I pulled this off the consent agenda is that I'm not sure if it's policy and written or if it's just tradition that the city doesn't usually enter into multi-year agreements. I've looked at the agreement and I think it's a good one. It's just that I'd like some on-the-record stuff for why. I think if we're waiving policy and traditional stuff, that we don't put it on the consent agenda. We should have a reason on the record for why we're doing that.
And I don't know that it's necessarily policy, or generally we do just enter into single-year contracts. If it is going to be a multi-year contract, it requires city council approval. And generally, when we receive these from the departments, and this came from the IT department, there are financial considerations that it is more cost-effective to do it on a multi-year basis, and that's why it's brought to you to do that.
Anybody else?
I had a question about, with these particular services, is there like a bidding process that happens to determine or is it just kind of something that you've worked with them in the past, so you kind of move forward with this particular company?
And this one is under the bid amount per year,
Well,
and
John, you want to answer that question, but you go ahead, Amy, I'm
okay.
sorry. Go ahead.
This one doesn't, the bid limit is currently 42,900 and something.
Okay,
and this
so it's
is under
42.
that amount.
Okay, that's good to know.
So any question for Mr. Hamilton?
Yeah, for Ms. Fields, since it's a multi-year agreement, the contract is essentially in effect for, what was the term of years?
3 years, an
So
initial term of 3 years.
Is the contract essentially worth $120,000?
Yes,
For 3 years?
Okay,
yes.
so,
But funds are
What-
appropriated on an annual basis.
and we waive bidding.
Yeah.
We have that power too. So I'm just, in answer of Ms. Hart's question, what was the bidding process on this?
So, like Ms. Fields was saying, that because of the amounts on a yearly basis, it is under the bid amount, so we don't bid them. We do get competitive quotes. And so if you look at what our current vendors are for internet services, we have several. And the reason for the multi-year contract is because it does lock in that lower price during the thing. Most of them are willing to do a year-by-year basis, and Segra was willing to do that, but there was considerable discounts for getting the multi-year. And as we often do come to city council to get that approved, it seemed the best fiscal decision to save the money and get this lower discount on the services.
Always appreciate saving money.
Ms. Hart?
Thank you.
Can I ask, when you guys are getting the competitive quotes, is there a process that you go to let those in this community that might try to list a quote? Is there anything that we do as a city to kind of put that information out there to let folks know that?
Not for quotes, for competitive bids we do, if the amounts are high enough. For quotes, we go out to known vendors within the city. So
Okay.
And obviously with like internet services, they're all advertised, and so we'll go out to the ones that are advertised locally here. Segra is one that's a newer company, and so they were offering those lower prices. And so we wanted to give them a chance. We looked at their service records, things like that, and their lower prices garnered them the business, and so.
Anybody else? Where are we on the motion?
Yes, sir. Ross?
Yes?
Hamilton?
Yes.
Hart?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Harris?
Yes.
And Sulaco?
Yes.
R2622, Mayor Hartwick.
Please.
A resolution authorizing the mayor and city clerk to execute a lease agreement and option to purchase for certain real property located at 200 East Washington Avenue in the city of North Little Rock, Arkansas, to Cal Macon.
Is there a motion?
Motion to adopt?
Is there
Motion
a
to
second?
adopt.
Second.
Okay.
See Ms. Hart. Ms. Hart?
I did, so Ms. Fields asked for me to make a motion to substitute the current document that was provided to everyone because there was a change in the language for what section?
It's on section 4. I had used an old legal description.
Okay,
before
so
the
she used the
property
old
was
legal
replatted.
description. So a motion to substitute with the current document, which was provided to everyone here at the meeting?
Yes.
I don't know how that applies to the folks that aren't here, but they won't be voting, so I guess that doesn't matter, but.
Is there a second?
Second?
Mr. Hamilton?
What was the change?
It's substituted in your,
The legal
the-
description?
yeah.
Okay, that's, and that's the only change?
yeah,
Okay.
we're substituting in this new document that has the correct legal description. That's the only change in the document. Yes, ma'am.
Ms. Hart?
That amendment.
Okay, so this is one where I had And I'm trying to understand, well, I had a challenge or I had an issue with the process, because this is probably about the fourth or
Ms.
fifth.
Hart, first, before we get to that, we need to vote on your
But
amendment.
you got your amendment, so there's a motion on the
may-
So
amendment.
I'm
to
not
put
trying
this
to
in.
interrupt, I just don't want you to get too far down the road.
Oh, I thought that was all a part. Okay.
Okay.
Come.
So there's an amendment made for us, so the motion to amend.
On the amendment, Ross?
Yes.
Hamilton?
Yes.
Hart?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Harris? Yes. And Solaka?
Yes.
Ms. Hart?
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So this is probably about the fourth or fifth time where something has come in my ward that, in Ward 2, my ward, however you choose to say it, where there was a practice that was instituted by the city on how they went about negotiating these particular contracts with people. And of course, other parties felt like there may have been some biases or unfair practices. I'm trying to understand two things. One, what is the process with the city council member, especially when it's of a nature of, larger amounts with anything connected to economic development and growth? When and where do we get involved in this process? Secondarily, I was wanting this to be held because we had a different bid that was sent to me, but I didn't necessarily understand the process for if I needed to send it to you, if I needed to send it to each city council member, what that process was. So those are my first two initial things.
So here's how it was done. First off, it was done through that we had a person wanted to buy the Barber College. With that, Mr. Macon came to me, I negotiated with Ember. Ember, if you want to come forward, please, a little bit, and Mike. So what they're wanting to do is buy the Barber College, but they're going to pay us $1,000 a month. Tell me where I'm wrong, till they get their hotel bill. At that point, they'd pay us $200,000. But with that, they're giving us exclusive rights to a parking area right across from the event center. The event center, I think, would hold, the parking across the event center is approximately 200 cars, give or take. So with that, how much is that to the city for duration? It's millions of dollars, if you really want to know.
Do we have any other, do I need to raise my hand every time I got to say
Go
something?
ahead.
Okay, do we have any other offers, or were you approached by anybody else about this particular property? And
I was, and I said December, and I said I'd hold it to the middle of January. The people approached me, did not get to me until they saw it on the agenda till February, so it's already on the agenda. So yes, that was told, but it's already on the agenda. I think that's where they saw it when it came to the agenda.
okay, and so connected to the city council member, when, again, this is like the fourth or fifth time that something in Ward 2 has come about, and when
This
it's
is
a
good.
problem,
Yeah, this is good. It's not a problem. So back to Ward 2. What's your question?
it's a problem.
No, it's not, but go ahead.
Let me tell you why it's a problem.
All right?
So we're allowed to disagree. You're the mayor, I'm the council member for the
All right.
ward.
Yes?
So they elected me to make decisions about what was best for our ward of the citizens, correct?
I don't know. Go ahead, though.
Is that not what they elected me for?
I'm listening to you. Go ahead, please.
So I'm asking you, what is your process connected to? I'm not asking Linda, I'm asking you. What is your process
There are two
connected
people in
to?
this ward. So you were
But I am
elected
not,
to make
I was
decisions.
elected as a council member. I was not elected to, Ms. Linda and I have nothing to do with one another. This is Nicole Hart as a council member
Asking?
asking the mayor
Yes,
about my ward.
yes.
And again, I said, this is the fourth or fifth time that there has been a significant issue in my ward where I did not know about it, nobody asked me about it, told me about it until there was a problem.
Comes to council, right? And when
So
did it come to council?
So I'm asking you, what's the process and how you operate directly?
It comes to council almost a week and prior. I go visit with Amy. It comes to you a week prior. You have plenty of time to pick up the phone, call me, and ask the questions. Ms. Robinson,
So then
she's,
I'm not finished.
oh, you're not, I'm sorry.
No.
All right,
I'm saying, so I'm trying to understand that, so you're saying that your process is that the city council member is involved at the point that it gets to the agenda?
not ever, not always.
Okay,
no.
because you just said that the agenda is put out a week before, so then at that point, it is our opportunity if we have an issue.
Yes.
So then that means that there's an opportunity that I may not get to know about the deal that was made before the deal is made until it is
There's
on the
not a
agenda.
deal made. It has to pass council, Ms. Hart. There's not a deal made. It has to pass, Ms. Robinson.
As long as I've been on this council, I'm not aware of us being in the midst of the bidding, being in the midst of the actual negotiations. on any contract in the city. Linda Robinson don't want to go to jail over no money, over no contracts, and over no bidding.
Not what I said. Okay.
What usually happens is we have people that do the bidding. We have people that review the negotiations and contracts and negotiate. And after they complete the negotiations and contracts or select whoever, they submit it to the council, and the council can either accept it or reject it. But as council members, we do not need to be in the midst of the actual bidding or the actual determining who beat out who on what, because we have people to do that.
Okay, so.
All right, I'll go back to Ms. Hart, and then I'll go Mr. Hamilton.
So let me make this point of clarification. So for the last, one of the reasons why I ran for this position is because there was a large number of people in this ward and in this city that felt like their voice was not being heard, that there were a lot of business practices that allowed others to have a leg up in the bidding process before it even got to this point. So then as a elected official, I'm looking at evaluating the process in this checks and balances process to say, are we giving other folks the opportunity? So now for me in Ward 2 that I represent, there have been several times where I've had businesses, constituents who felt like they get made aware of significant decisions on the back end. So they don't have a voice on the front end. So then that's why I'm asking, and I've asked this prior to this meeting, what is the vision? What is the purpose? What are we trying to do? So that I can understand as a council member what I communicate to the citizens in my ward, how I communicate to them, the best way to communicate with the mayor in our ward about things that happen. So probably why this looks different is because there has been a consensus that the way it has been done has not been fair, and people have felt left out and disenfranchised. And so that's why I'm bringing it to us to understand what is our process, what is the best way that I as a council member can ensure that the city, the citizens and other business members, that there's a fair process across the board, that we aren't just picking the people who we have relationships with, picking our friends, that we're doing the right thing. That's my job in that checks and balances, is to make sure, and that's why I'm asking. So what I said was, I have asked prior to, since I've been elected, to meet, to understand, to get a vision, understand what the purpose, there's a whole plan that has been put out in my ward that nobody from the city in particular has given me any direction about what their purpose, the intent, or the vision was. So then I'm always catching it on the tail end. I have to do a whole bunch of work on the back end because it comes to me late and I don't even know what's going on.
Ms. Ross,
So
I'm sorry.
I am not finished. I will let you know when I'm finished.
Well, you paused. I thought you were finished.
I breathed.
Yeah,
Let me finish.
So go ahead.
So I am asking two things. One, this process, as far as these other folks, I'm asking that it be held because there's somebody in my ward, a business in my ward, who felt like there was an unfair practice. So for the sake of, if we did everything on the up and up, then it shouldn't be a problem for us to hold this to allow that other bid to be considered. And then for you to make, a decision as the mayor as to which party you will go with. But to just go with the person without the bid being submitted, I feel like that does seem unfair. Secondarily, I'm trying to prevent this from happening again, because again, like I said, this has happened 4 or 5 times where I get in on the back end after the problem already exists, and so then it's harder for me to try and fix the problem when you guys have already had conversations, you've already talked about it, and then when you come to the meeting, pretty much everybody's decision is already made. We can act like that's not the case, but we know that when we get here, because even in the midst of this particular thing, I have not had one call from the mayor. Mayor, did you know that I had a problem with this?
I called you today, you didn't return.
Did you know that I had a problem with this?
I called you today like.
Did you know that I had a problem with this?
I don't know until you get here, do you? Do you have a problem with it?
Okay,
All right, are you through now?
I'm
please?
done. You
Ms.
can let
Ross,
somebody else
thank
go.
you.
I just had one thing.
I think you turned it off.
Just had one thing to say, and this is really off topic from what we're discussing, is The mayor is in charge of day-to-day operations.
Yep.
We are legislative. There is, the bids are posted, and there's a state-approved vendor list that the city uses. And so, back to the actual legislation.
Mr. Hamilton.
And you, can I ask a question?
No, Mr. Hamilton's up right now.
Please.
There's a few things. Number one, this involves a multi-million-dollar downtown development deal. I could not be more happy about that. It's fantastic, and that is wonderful. And it involves the sale of property that is, it shouldn't be on the consent agenda. This is something that needs to be on regular business. This is not something that just needs to be like all in favor of all these 12 different things that are on the consent agenda, say aye, and then move right along. This is an example of something that I personally feel, everybody else may disagree with me, and I can understand that. And I understand quick meetings. God, I love those too. But this is we bought this property 2 years ago for 3 years ago, 2.5 years ago, for $1.5 million. And I had a conversation with the mayor. I was like, that's more than it's appraised for by far. Is it a good deal? Yes. It's $1.5 million. It's not my money. It's the residents of North Little Rock's money, and we paid $1.5 million for this piece of property. And now we're selling it, option to buy, for $200,000. It's a $1.3 million loss on the property sale. I'm okay with that. We have a strong mayor form of government that we do delegate negotiations. We, delegate quite a bit to the mayor, and I have always been proud of that compared to some cities where it takes a while to get things done. And I can appreciate the strong mayor form of government and its advantages. But putting this on the consent agenda, I don't believe is appropriate. If it's just out there for us to discuss, which we are doing now since it's been pulled, I would like a reason why the we bought it for $1.5 million and then we sold it, or the city's council's being asked to approve a sale price $1.3 million less than it was. I'd also like to understand why it was not put on the market. Mayor, you say that there are other people who were interested in purchasing it. You mentioned parking aspects. I see in the contract, the option to purchase, which if I'm correct, he could buy it from us in a week or whenever this is done. And then this whole lease with parking goes away. There's nothing, after he buys it, is there anything about parking in it?
Yes, on the option to purchase, also has as the additional consideration, the exclusive use of that parking lot until 30 days before on days when there are events at the conference center until 30 days before the hotel is open to the public.
The option to purchase?
Mm-hmm. If you look down on option,
Because I'm seeing a lease
As well
and then
as-
an option to
look-
purchase.
Look at the option to purchase, look at paragraph 13, grant of option for and in consideration of an option fee in the amount of $100, as well as the additional considerations set back forth in paragraph 4, which is the right to use the parking during conference center events until he opens the hotel.
And so if the hotel also has use of that property during events at the center, correct?
No, we have the exclusive right to use it during events at the conference center until the hotel opens.
I do not, I apologize. Reading it here, I do not see where it's exclusive. I see for and in additional consideration, making grants
Oh.
to the city the use of the
The use
parking
of the-
lot.
Okay.
So that means,
Limited.
I believe he can use it as well, since he owns it.
And that may have been drafting that, the intent on that, and I will tell you that this says substantially similar to Exhibit A, like I always do. The intent is on the days of events at the conference center, the city has exclusive use of it on those dates.
Day advance notice.
Yes.
Okay.
And, yes.
How long does that go? In perpetuity?
No, until it says the grant of use will continue until 30 days before the hotel that is being constructed is open to the public.
So the only time we have use of it, according to the contract, is while there's no hotel. Once there's a
Correct.
hotel, the agreement for parking is gone.
Correct.
So I still have some questions after this, but one question is, this does not seem to be worth millions of dollars in parking. I'm wondering where you got that figure.
Well, I'll tell you, how many years would that be? Mr. Cal, would you come up here, please, if you don't mind? And I'll come right back to you, Ms. Hart. So with the parking,
I'm not done. I mentioned that I
That's why I
was
said
not
I'll
done.
come back after
Yeah.
this. So the question is, how do I think it's worth it? So it's approximately 200 parking spots there, is that?
Correct.
So let's put for a parking spot there, what would you like, put $10 a spot, Mr. Hamilton?
I'm sorry?
Probably about $10 a spot is what it cost you if you were.
Per square foot, $10,
No,
so.
I'm talking about for a
What's
parking
average
spot.
downtown according to this price?
Huh?
Right by the
Event
Right
center.
by the event center in the arena, I see people charging 20.
All right, so $20 a spot times 200, that's $4,000 times how many events a year? Let's say 175? So more than that, that comes out to approximately $250,000. If you do it for 2 or 3 years, that comes up to
$250,000?
That's about right if you put the added to I'm doing it in my head.
Let's
So
say
if you do that-
$500,000.
The current going rate, sorry, it's $30 now.
$30.
$30 for parking
So
now.
back to it, he's going to do this for at least 2 to 3 years. Is that thing, your hotel will be up till 27?
27, yes.
So at that point, the way I put it out there, where I got my money, is if you do that for another 2 or 3 years, that's going to approach up close to, plus he's going to pave the parking lot. How much is that, Mr. Macon?
It's roughly about $120,000 to $150,000. It's about $110,000 for the parking arm outlay. And the reason for the parking arm outlay is because of the fact that, say, for example, the city event center has something going on a Thursday when the hotel isn't busy. So the reasoning to have the arms is so we can give Kim, that's going to be managing the event center, we can say, hey, we're going to allow you to park an additional 60 cars, 80 cars, 100 cars. That way we can program the codes for the adequate amount of cars. If the hotel is not busy on a Thursday, for example, or a Sunday or a dead day, right, then we have the opportunity to continue to cooperate with the city because it's in our best interest that this event center gets booked. And furthermore, this is just step one for us, right? I understand what your concerns are as far as the differential in the price, but we're also proposing to build another hotel there, which is going to be millions and millions of dollars for sales tax purposes for the city for life, perpetuity, like you said. So there's a bigger outlay here than this is just step one.
So you can see where I come up with my $1 million is what you're saying, just the parking alone, what it's worth to the city of North Little Rock and the event center. If you take that $30 a parking spot, multiply it times 2 years, you can see where I'm coming with it. It's more than what It's just not 200,000, is what I'm saying. Yes, sir, Mr. Hamilton still.
So this sounds like there's a bigger thing here that we're dealing with. This is great.
Yeah, 100% is a bigger thing. Yeah, and
This is much bigger.
I met with David Cook, the city engineer, along with Colleen, to move that culvert in the ground that's there. And this wasn't something that we thought about last week, but it's been 6-7 weeks in the process. And so prior to even all this coming up, our goal is to move that culvert and make sure that we utilize and develop that property in the best use intended possible. But I do 100% agree, you have to look at it from a city's standpoint. And having that as a parking lot, is that the best intent use for the city to have that a parking lot? Because I already own the lot in the back. So with that said, they would never be developed. And I've said to every single city council member here, both cities have not done a great job utilizing the river, where we're trying to do that by adding that second additional hotel there.
I got to come back to Ms. Hart first, if you don't mind. Are you through, or are you still?
No,
continuing?
indirect.
All right, go ahead.
This is awesome. I love the idea of utilizing the river more. I love the idea of multi-million-dollar projects. Thank you very much for investing in North Little Rock. I appreciate all of that. It goes to the point that there needs to be a concept of what's going on downtown. I have asked multiple times about parking decks. I have been asked multiple times about parking decks. I don't have an answer. I don't know. I know some financial issues are always an issue. I don't know if you'll excuse me, Cal, you're a businessman, and thank you. I want you to make money. I want the city to help you make money. And I really do want that. There are times when the city should give away property if the return on investment is good enough. We just did it with by the Argenta Plaza. That's a good thing, but it should be in furtherance of a bigger plan. Now, if we're selling property that we bought for $1.5 million and we're now selling it for $200,000, and the idea is a couple years of parking at $30 a parking spot that residents will be paying for, and we don't have a larger plan for parking downtown, then I don't see the $1.3 million benefit. And we sold Macon Hospitality those lots that he bought in September of 23. And then in October of 23, we paid $1.5 million for this property, 2 years after we paid $635,000 for the Greyhound property next to that. And that took forever for us to do. We celebrated that we were finally able to get that for $635,000. And then we turned around and bought one for $1.5 million, and now we're selling it for $200,000 for what sounds like, because there's going to be a hotel built on there, which I'm all for, but I'm not seeing a bigger picture. I'm not seeing a return on investment. And I'm seeing an incredible, the property was never put on the market. I can understand negotiations with individual people who are in a position to make things happen. I understand that. But this is bigger, and we do have other people who are interested. No developer who works in downtowns is going to come up here to the microphone and say this is unfair. Because if the mayor gets to pick the one person he wants to do business with every time, no other developer is going to come up here and tell the mayor what you're doing is wrong. They won't get the next deal. They will not stand up here and do that, but they will call me and say, what is going on? Do we never have a chance ever again to do something? I don't have the information. This could be a great deal. I don't know the part it plays in the bigger picture, I've asked for master plans for downtown and have been, I have not received the cooperation in order to get it done, but that's on me.
Ms. Hart.
That's where I have now.
All right, Ms. Hart.
Are you willing to pull this?
No.
So you want us to vote on this without giving the other, can I have a reason why?
Well, they had a reason, but they had a chance. So back to it. I'm about to ask for it to be voted.
So I'm
Ross?
asking, so
Wait a
can
minute.
I,
Go ahead.
so can I ask for it to be held?
You can vote against it.
But I can't ask
It's
for
mine,
it to
it's
be.
mine.
I know it's yours, but I
Okay.
can't add, but it's in my ward.
I understand where it is. It's in my city. So yes, ma'am, I'm going to ask for a vote. Ms. Ross?
May make a motion to
You
table.
can make a motion.
Can I make a motion to table it?
Well, I got Ms. Ross right now, then I'll come back to you, okay?
Well,
Ms. Ross?
I know this, I know Councilmember Robinson and Baxter, they've been on the council for quite a while now. And when I was new on the council, there was a lot going on in Argenta 19 years ago. And we were buying high and selling low, and I questioned that. And I was like, I don't understand. But now when I look back and see what we have done for downtown North Little Rock and how the city's grown, these hotels, and they would not even be coming here if we had not done that years ago. And Mayor Hayes and I, we butted heads, and I'm like, why are we doing this? I get it now, why we did that. You've got to spend money to make money.
Okay. I got to go back to Ms. Hart, I think, Mr. Hampton. Ms. Hart, you want to do what?
I do want to well, before I make my motion, I do want to thank Mr. Macon and his group, the Aloft and their group, for the business owners that are willing to do business with the city of Little Rock. I think I have talked to you all, you know that, North Little Rock.
North Little Rock.
Sorry, I've talked to you all, you know that my issue is not necessarily with you all as doing business in the city. I'm trying to ensure that our process is fair and just for all of our business owners. And I'm trying to make sure that as a city council member in my ward, I'm made aware of things that are of the utmost importance of something like this would be before it gets to this point. I do want to say that I'm not trying to be involved in the negotiating process. That's not what I'm saying. I did not say that. And hold your tongue, because I did not say that. I don't do that to you. I don't do that to you. Don't do that to me. Thank you. So what I'm saying is that I don't want to be involved in that process. What I'm trying to ask is, what can we do to avoid continuously me being brought into the process at the point that there's a problem? Now, when I first came onto city council, I had all trust and authority in the mayor to run the city. When I continue to have things like this is where my trust in the mayor's ability to do the things fairly in this city get called into question. Because if multiple times I keep running into the same issue where there is folks who have a leg up in the process or a leg up in the system, and they're allowed to do business with the cities based on their relationships and not based on a process, then as an elected official, I'm trying to ask, do we need to consider that as a council, just not as my ward? Like I'm speaking on behalf of my ward, but as the council, do we need to consider that? Do we need to look at our process and make sure that we're being fair and just? And so I would like to make a motion to table it.
Is there a second?
There's a motion to table it, and I was asking for a second.
Requires a second and is not debatable.
It's not debatable?
No? I've got my little cheat card.
Yeah, no.
I'm asking for a second.
I'll second it.
There's a motion to table this. There is a second now.
I think it was early. I think you made it early. I'm going to vote again.
Please.
Well, is it opportunity for discussion now?
No. No.
Not debatable.
Now, it's going to require a majority vote. So, Ross?
This is to hold it when it's the
This is to
mayor's
table it.
legislation. To table it.
To
and it's the
table
mayor's
it based
legislation.
on, no, it's based
In
on
her
what?
ward.
No. Hamilton?
On a procedural ground, I think there needs to be more discussion on this before we vote on whether to table it, so I'm going to vote no.
Okay. Hart?
Yes.
Robinson?
No.
Baxter?
No.
Harris?
No.
And Inslaco?
No.
Okay, the motion failed. So we're back to discussion.
Mr. Hamilton.
If there is any council member who believes, I was in the mayor's office for a long time as
know.
well. And
We know.
during the, oh yeah, that's right, you were in there 4 years, in the 80s. I understand the spend money to make money. I absolutely understand that. What I'm seeing here is going from 1.5 million to 200,000, a loss of 1.3 million, and other developers who are interested in this property. I don't see a broader plan. I see no parking plan. This isn't our money. If there's a reason to vote for this, I would like to hear it, but I'd like to hear it publicly. I understand that the mayor can talk to us individually. I understand that. But if there's a bigger picture here for voting for this proposal when there is another bid out there, when we haven't even taken it on the open market, that's double this almost, I would like for that to be public at least, so it's not, so the public understands what is happening. Other than that, I can't see selling a $1.5 million property that we paid for 2 years ago with taxpayer dollars for $200,000 for parking for, I guess the hotel will be finished in a couple years.
Anybody else? Ms. Hart,
Can I ask the other council members where they stand on this?
you were going to have to vote on it in just a second. Yes, ma'am.
You said what?
We're going to vote on it in just a minute. You'll find out.
But I, like, not voting saying yay or nay, but I want to understand, because again, I'm a newer member, so if there's some information that you all have or knowledge that you all have, I heard what you said, Debbie, or Councilmember Ross. If there's some information that you have that you're making this decision on, would you be willing to share that today so that I can understand that thought process?
Seeing none.
Can
Okay.
I,
Yes, what?
can we take, I mean, you moving kind of quick.
Well, I just didn't see anybody say they want to talk to you about
Okay,
something.
but I want to
All right,
ask.
go ahead. You're up again.
Thank you. Insularco, do you have anything to say? You don't have any comments?
Ms. Fields.
On a
they can't do-
procedural
Yes,
ground.
you can't do this.
You can't do that? Okay,
You
so that's what I'm,
can't question council
I can
members.
ask, but I just feel, I feel like sometimes you guys are like sitting around having these opinions and discussions, and we're not talking about them publicly, not talking about them privately. So if there is a way that you're operating in, as far as a council member in governing the city, dealing with the mayor, and there's some information that you could share with another council member that can help them understand why you would be okay with something like this, I don't understand why we wouldn't be willing to communicate what that is. And we get silent over that. My major concern, again, is that it keeps coming to me when there's a problem. My major concern is the way that we handled this process doesn't seem like it was fair and just to all parties and other parties involved. I do think that we are, you know, I thank the business owners for doing business with the city of Little Rock, but again, I
North
think
Little
that
Rock.
North
It's
Little
North
Rock,
Little
I
Rock.
keep saying city of Little Rock, North Little Rock, but I keep saying.
It's how Little Rock does it.
No, I mean, doing business with the city of North Little Rock. But I just think that it's something that we need to consider. I will say this has been a constant complaint about our city in the past, and one of the reasons why I ran. And I think that it's upon all of us to really kind of evaluate the way that we have been doing things. Do we look at that? Do we evaluate it and determine, is there something that we need to do differently? Do we respect when other people don't have the same opinion that we do? Because I tend to be real disrespectful, but I'm done.
Is anybody else? Anybody? We're on the motion, I think, and
I
was there a
think we
second?
need a motion
We need a
to
motion?
adopt as amended.
Yes.
Motion to adopt as amended. Is there a
Motion
motion?
adopt as amended.
Is there a second?
Is there a second?
I have one more question. I know we're through with discussion, but I have one question for Mr. Macon.
Yes, ma'am.
On the parking lot, our event center's gonna be open pretty soon. And so you currently have parking for the event center right now, correct?
Correct.
We have parking right now. As far as maintaining the parking lot, will the city have to do anything to maintain that parking lot?
Nothing.
Our event center, we use the parking lot when it comes out and it's trashed the next day.
We'll take
Our
care of
street
it.
department will not have to go down there and clean it up,
Correct.
correct?
Correct.
Okay, that's all I want to know, make sure.
All right, there's a motion. I think we have a second.
We do.
All right,
Yes, sir.
thank you.
On the motion, Ross,
Yes,
Hamilton,
No.
Hart,
No.
Robinson,
Yes.
Baxter,
Yes.
Harris,
Yes.
and Sulaco.
Yes.
Motion carries. R20,
2623, please call it.
yes, sir.
A resolution ratifying a multi-year contract for disaster relief debris management services with Crowder Gulf LLC.
Is there a motion?
So moved.
Second.
There's a second.
Any discussion?
Mr.
Hamilton?
Hamilton.
Again, Ms. Fields, for disaster-related debris management, is it a good idea to do these on a multi-year basis?
It is. It's
Yes.
most
It
cost-effective,
sure seems like it.
and, yes.
I would say that the tornado, it was a good thing we had.
Yes, it's
That
good to have
multi-year.
them on contract.
Excellent. Thank you. That's all the discussion I have.
Mr. Baxter.
I'll tell you, Mr. Hamilton, when that tornado hit Amboy, we were tickled pink that there was already a contract in place. We didn't use it in '22, but it was in place in '23 when we needed it, and we needed it bad.
Yeah. and-
Specifically in my area, there was another municipality that that ended up piggybacking onto the contract with us.
Absolutely.
They were behind the power curve. So I think it's very crucial that we have a multi-year contract as it relates to storm damage cleanup.
Mr. Baxter, I couldn't agree with you more. When Mayor Smith and Mary Beth Bowman and the emergency operations team made sure they got that contract into place, it was in preparation for a day just like that.
Believe it or
I
not-
agree with you 100%.
Believe it or not, it came across my desk March 1st, and I almost didn't sign it.
Whoa!
But I said, all right, this is something. So you know what happened. So yes, back to you. Where are we on, please?
On the motion, Ross?
Yes.
Hamilton?
Yes.
Hart?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Harris?
Yes.
And Sulaco?
Yes.
R2624, Mayor Hartwick.
Please.
A resolution waiving formal bidding requirements and authorizing payment to BS&A Software for the renewal of accounting software for the city.
move for adoption.
Second.
This motion is second.
Discussion?
Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Hamilton, Ms. Hart. Mr. Hamilton first.
Counselor, Madam City Attorney, I guess
Yes.
is how I should say. When we say waiving formal bidding requirements, is that a city rule or is that a law?
That's state law.
State law, bidding requirements are state law.
Right. And they can be waived when bidding is not practical or feasible by majority vote of the city council.
Okay. For future reference, this is also something, when we are waiving a law regarding city finances and when practical and feasible, I would like for there to be a reason why stated. And if Ember is available to let us know why it's not feasible to bid this out, I would appreciate it. And again, it's just for the record, I know these things happen.
It is feasible to bid out software, but it's not a normal practice. Once you go through that original bid or do an RFQ or put your bid out, can cost millions of dollars. So on this particular one, we're happy with our software. I'm not a department who wants to just play around and spend money to get another one when we can just keep going with this one and renew. Now, I will just say heads up that all softwares are going cloud-based. So we did put in our 26 budget to work with IT to go to the cloud version because in a few years, BS&A will no longer support on-prem. We are still on-prem on this.
Okay. And I understand everything you said, sometimes it's feasible, sometimes it's not. Sometimes when it's not feasible, we still end up in tough situations. Like a few council meetings ago, we were talking about how we just didn't have the choice. We had to go with Motorola stuff for some radio things. And I'm not sure where the balance lies in that, but they wanted to definitely, they're thinking of switching. And I respect that, and I'm glad they're thinking about that. Sometimes we get caught, and there's no way to really avoid that. But when we're thinking of that type of infrastructure, anyway, instead of simply consent agenda waiving, I appreciate the reasoning behind it.
Well,
Thank
and
you.
I feel Mr. Barber behind me, but I can
Yeah.
speak to that as well.
Yeah.
We rely, I know Amy and myself both rely on the department heads that have the specialty. I don't think Amy's versed in Motorola software, so we have to count on those department heads and their expertise.
Yeah.
Just like I could speak eloquently to what accounting software is. If Kim was here, I'm sure she could speak to the Motorola. So we have to rely on everybody.
Oh, yeah, and I wasn't bashing the idea. Yes, sometimes it
little
happens.
more.
Yeah, sometimes it happens. It's just that I appreciate getting a good reason on the record for why we're waiving the law on this one, as we have a right to do.
Anybody else? Okay, thank you, Ms. Hart.
If I could make a quick comment on it.
Yes, John, go ahead.
On these renewals, I'm sure you all understand the cost and the resources in implementing new software. So when we have already gone out to bid on a software package, it's implemented in the department, and everything is running fine, there are these expensive yearly renewals, which we don't want to go to bid on because we don't want to switch the software. So that's where this comes in so often.
And if I can add, on several of these software things that you will see, it's the
Exactly.
same thing.
Exactly
It's
right.
the exact same thing. They're renewals, they're on software that has previously been bid, and the law allows you all to approve a renewal of a contract.
And we do make an effort, if there is a problem with the software, that we will research newer software, go out to bid on the software, so forth and so on. But as long as the department is happy, we're integrated in that software, we want to continue using it, we have to go through this yearly renewal process and can't go out to bid on it because there's only one company that makes the software.
I understand.
Anybody else? Yes, sir.
I did just have, in terms of the bigger picture, sometimes, and this happens to every municipality, sometimes every company, sometimes you get held hostage. You've got the infrastructure in place, and then the prices start going up, the service starts going down. It's not, I don't have an answer to it, but I just appreciate that. I think if we keep an eye on how often we're waiving and everything, that we can keep a better eye on when these hostage situations might be coming up. And I don't think it's the fault of any department heads ever.
Yes,
I
and
agree with that.
the council members are free at any time to call me on any situations like this. We do indeed take note of that very thing that you're talking about. When service decreases, we do start dealing with the departments that use that software. We say, this is, service is going down, this end of life of this product, whatever the reasons are, we go to the department and say, let's start researching better options. And so the IT department is on top of that constantly to make sure that we don't get in that hostage situation. And so, like with Motorola and many of these other packages, that when we come to you for a new package, it's because of some of those reasons that we'll describe in the package that we give to you.
Yeah.
But as long as we are happy, the service is good, things are status quo, then we do want to just continue the renewal.
Thank you. And like I said, that just,
Hang on.
it's why I wanted Ember to say, we are happy with it, and this is why. So,
Mr. Harris.
thank you.
Mr. Harris.
City Clerk, what are we on? We're on R26,
24.
24?
24.
As I'm reading this, is not 24 through 29, basically it's all this same software thing? I mean, I know they're different, but it's the same scope. We've already had this discussion as to do we trust our leadership or not. I just want to make a motion that we pull back our 24 I'd like to make a motion
We can't. We gotta go one. It's already been pulled, so we
that
gotta
we
go one.
can't,
Yeah, let's
that we
just,
can't put them back on the consent agenda for a voice vote?
no.
I
you
can't make that
Nope.
motion?
I wish you could, but you
Make
can't.
it,
Council
but it's
member
not
has the right to pull any item off of the consent agenda,
I'm
and
just
that's
saying, we're
been
talking
done.
about the same thing,
Yes, sir,
so
I
I'm
know
just-
it.
no, okay, no big deal.
So
Okay.
Ms. Hart,
can I ask a question? Why is there an issue about the amount of time that we spent? Like, if we spent an additional 30 minutes on consent agenda items that were directly connected to the business of the city, why is there a perception that that's a problem? Like somehow that we need to get through these things in a timely fashion? Ron, or Councilmember Harris?
I was just trying to be efficient, so. anyway,
Efficient,
So.
okay.
Anyway,
So as,
go ahead.
Guys, can I remind council members that under the rules of, both procedure and your city council rules, like we discussed the items that are up on the agenda, and we've gotten kind of into, Councilmember Harris wanting to look at future items and some just philosophical questions, but really we need to stay on the item that is before you right now.
Ms. Hart.
Ms. Fields, there have been several times in this council where we have had a discussion that wasn't necessarily on an item on the agenda, and we didn't have a problem with it. So I think, again, to process, there are some times where we do things one way, and then there's some times where we do things another way. So if somebody is following our process, then it seems like that, from my perspective, when there are things that we want to talk about, we talk about. And when there are things that we don't want to talk about, we don't talk about. And we find some way to say, for time efficiency, for rules and, proper rule etiquette authority, like why we can't talk about it. That's just been my opinion from what I have seen. So I'm telling you that to ask how, well, I just wanted to say that.
Anybody else? So we have a motion and a second, I think.
Yes, sir, on the motion, Ross?
Yes.
Hamilton?
Yes.
Hart?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Harris?
Yes.
And Sulaco?
Yes.
R2625, Mayor Hartwick?
Please.
A resolution waiving formal bidding requirements and authorizing payment to Bright Computers for the purchase of vehicle computer systems for the North Little Rock Police Department.
Move for adoption.
Second.
Motion adopt second.
Okay.
Mr. Hamilton.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Chief Tessin, I'm sorry, I agree with what Ms. Field said. I should address my questions to the mayor. That's procedure. Mr. Mayor, how many vehicles, how many computer systems, how many vehicles will this take, or, take care of?
And it has to be addressed, Mr. Barber.
And if you would like to have him up, I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yes.
Yes, this is for the 15 police vehicles that are being purchased this fiscal year. And so IT department needs to purchase the computers and the cameras, and which is also on the agenda, and other items to outfit those vehicles. And again, the reason that we asked for waiving of the bids is because that is what all the other police cars have, and so we want to maintain the consistency of those particular types of computers in the cars, those types of particular cameras in the cars, so that the whole fleet of police cars are consistent.
I appreciate you providing a good reason for the record. Thank you.
Anybody else? Where are we? Motion second?
Ross?
Yes.
Hamilton?
Yes.
Hart?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Harris?
Yes.
And Sulaco?
Yes.
R2626, Mayor Hartwick?
Please.
A resolution waiving formal bidding requirements and authorizing the renewal of annual software support agreements with Southern Software, Inc.
Is there a
Motion to adopt?
Motion adopt.
Second?
There's a second. And questions. Are you seeing, Mr. Hamilton, you
Is that a
raised your
second?
hand?
I'm raising my, I haven't heard a second, I'm sorry.
It was a second.
Baxter.
over
Oh,
here.
okay, great.
Yes.
Yes, a question. What is this software for, and are we happy with it?
Hear the question?
Yes, sir. That is the records management system, computer-aided dispatch system, and reporting system that is used by the police department, emergency service, 911, all the record keeping for all the incidents, for all the vehicles and all the calls and everything else used by multiple departments, yes.
This is for the CAD?
This Southern Software is the vendor for, yes, for CAD, RMS, MDIS, which is the vehicle tracking. So a whole suite of packages provided by Southern Software for the public safety sector that we have used for multiple years. It works well, and we are happy with it, yes.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Anybody else? On the motion,
On
there
the
was a
motion,
second?
Ross has stepped out. Hamilton?
Yes.
Hart?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Harris?
Yes.
Insularco?
Yes.
R2627, Mayor Hartwick.
Please.
A resolution waiving formal bidding requirements and authorizing payment to Motorola Solutions, Inc. for the purchase of video equipment for the North Little Rock Police Department.
Is there a motion?
Motion to adopt?
Motion to adopt, and there's a second.
Then I'll second.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Baxter.
I'll let you go ahead. Go ahead, you can do it this time.
I just wanted to ask, is there, because it seems like there are times where these types of items, is there a time of year, like is this a time of year that these types of things come up for renewal? And so we'll see, so if there was somebody that was interested in maybe offering a different bid for this, well, since it's not bidded, then they can't, correct?
Two-part question, I think is what you're asking. Is number one, yes, there is a specific time of year, i.e. new budget cycle, so we're getting 15 new cars, so we have to equip those cars, so that's the reason for this particular equipment. Southern Software, BSNA, there's a particular time of year because it's a yearly renewal, so different softwares at different times of the year will have to come back to council to get renewed. So that's why they fall into a particular time that we need to come to council for the renewals. Second part of your question is there a way for other companies to get involved? Not really on things like that, because again, you're buying a software that is brought by a single company. So if there comes a time when we're unhappy with that software, because as Councilman Hamilton was talking about, that the service goes down or problems with the department doesn't think it's functioning correctly or whatever, then we will go out and seek a different software. And at that point, yes, we will advertise, we will seek out, we will put out an RFQ or an RFP for those things, so that at that point, then yes, anybody who has a similar software, whether that's financial software or timekeeping software or records management software, whatever we're looking into, they have the opportunity then to present their wares, and we examine them, present them to the departments, have them examine them, see if they meet their needs. Then we look at the costs and the technical aspects of it. Does it integrate with our system, so forth and so on. Make sense?
Yes.
Anybody else? Anybody else?
On the motion, Ross? Yes. Hamilton?
Yes.
Hart?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Harris?
Yes.
Insularco?
Yes.
R2628, Mayor Hartwick.
Please.
A resolution waiving formal bidding requirements and authorizing payment to CDWG for the renewal of software licensing agreements for the city of North Little Rock.
Is there a motion?
Motion to adopt? Second.
There's a second. Discussion, Mr. Hamilton.
I'm glad that we were able to pull all these and talk about them. It's giving some education, I think, that I think we should have. And I think y'all are doing an excellent job. I appreciate it. So this video equipment, are these for the same 15 cars? Oh, CDWG. I apologize. That was my question for the before one that I went by. Could you please explain CDWG, please, for me? And are they happy with it?
CDWG is a vendor of hardware and equipment. Computer Discount Warehouse -G is the government arm of it. They provide many various items on bids, state contracts in various ways that allow us to get a pre-set price that the state has already bid out. And so they declare their prices so that we can see them. We can pick the components we want at the prices we want, because they've already gone through a bidding process at the state level. So they're on an agreement, a TIPS-TAPS type of agreement, or an HGAC type of, multi a jurisdictional agreement, some types of things like that. This in particular is for the software for our servers that run the whole city. We don't have any choice in the software you're using because, again, it's specialized. It's a VMware that is we have to stay with unless we are unhappy with it, and then we go out and buy some other company's server software. But so we are renewing the server software that we have to get this particular brand of software, but there are multiple places that sell it. And so again, going to somebody who's on a state contract that we can compare prices of the resellers through the distribution channels of this particular software. It's not a mom and pop shop like Southern Software type thing where they're the only ones that provide it. It's a software made by a company. It used to be HP. It's a different company now. But you can get it through a distribution channel. So there are multiple places, but those prices are advertised and you can compare those prices. And so we have CDW is the competitive price that has the software that we need at the prices that beat anybody else. And so those are the ones we want to go to for the yearly renewal of that software.
Sounds great. Thank you. I appreciate. So this is all departments.
Say again?
So this 354,000 or 317,000.
It is what we
basically spread across all departments. I mean, that's where IT gets hit with it, but it serves all departments.
That is correct. What we would call enterprise services. So everything that you do that is on the network, that is where all the repository of all the data for BSNA, for Southern Software, all resides on that. So yes, we have 5 data centers that utilize that information for the servers, which all the other software resides upon. Yes.
That's great. Thank you very much. I appreciate you.
No problem.
Anybody else? Motion, a second?
On the motion, Ross? Yes. Hamilton?
Yes.
Hart?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Harris?
Yes.
Insulaco?
Yes.
R2629, Mayor Hartwick.
Please.
A resolution waiving formal bidding requirements and authorizing payment to Genesis Datacom for the purchase of security equipment for the North Little Rock Central Fire Station.
Move for adoption.
Second.
Motion, second. Any discussion? Ms. Hart?
Explain.
Yes, Professor.
So with this, what's the difference in this one for the central fire station and the police? They're not using, they're using different.
Different equipment. So this item on the agenda is for a company called Genesis, who are the distributors for our security software that allows you, that I don't have my badge on me, to get through the security on all our doors within the city. Genesis is the distributor for that software and hardware. So when we put in a new building, they are the contractor that we ask to do that work because it integrates with our system-wide enterprise system for security, for access control of locking doors and various things at the different buildings that the city owns.
Anybody else? If not,
The
motion,
motion,
second?
Ross?
Yes.
Hamilton?
Yes.
Hart?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Harris?
Yes.
Insulaco?
Yes.
R2630, Mayor Hartwick.
Please.
A resolution waiving formal bidding requirements and authorizing payment to Dell Technologies for the purchase of computers for the city of North Little Rock, Arkansas for the 2026 calendar year.
For adoption.
Second.
Motion adopted, second. Mr. Hamilton?
Mr. Mayor, I'm wondering, is this a normal annual purchase price for new computers? And I'm assuming it's not, well, calendar year 2026. Is it normal for us to spend $250,000 on new computers each year? I don't
Yes, sir.
think it would be
Yes, sir.
unrealistic.
That is correct. So
Okay.
our goal in the IT department, PCs typically have a 5-year life cycle. So our goal is to replace 20% of all the PCs in the city every year, thereby meeting 100% replacement over a 5-year period. The cost of replacing those PCs, laptops, other equipment is in totality for the year, that amount of money. We don't purchase in that large of a chunk at a time because it would be a waste of money to buy 200 PCs and have them sit on the shelf for 6 months because we can't install 200 PCs at once. So we're actually only going to spend about $30,000 at this particular point to buy some a small set of PCs to start implementing them. But the price for the year will go to this. This prevents us from having to come back to council so that we can continue to purchase up to this amount, but not beyond.
Do you think that about 2,500 is about the price of a computer. I'm wondering about per computer,
Per
about what
computer?
you're saying.
Yes, in 2,500 laptops.
Okay. So I'm seeing about 103 computers. So over a 5-year replacement, I'm guessing about 500 computers is,
So we have about 800 users, so it's 800 computers and plus laptops. So we figure it's
800
about
users?
160 computers, which would be the 20%. So if you do 160 times 2,000, or I think we calculated between 1,500 and 2,000.
is the
and
police department figured in that?
Everybody, the
Oh,
whole
okay.
city. the whole
Okay, that
totality.
made more sense. I was like, 800 users.
But not police cars, that's separate, yes.
Well, yeah.
Yes.
2 users, got it.
Any more questions? We have a motion and a second.
On the motion, Ross?
Yes.
Hamilton?
Yes.
Hart?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Harris?
Yes.
And Sulaco?
Yes.
Brings us up to new business. Mayor, you have 5 condemnations. Did you want to call one public hearing, or do you want to call this separately?
Let's do them separately. It won't take but a second more.
Okay.
We've been here this long.
R2631, Mayor Hartwick.
Please.
Resolution declaring certain buildings, houses, and other structures located at 804 East 14th Street in the city of North Little Rock, Arkansas to constitute a public nuisance and condemning said structures, providing a period of time for property owner to abate said nuisance.
Thank you. With that, I need to call a public hearing. Those wishing to speak for or against R2631, please come forward. R2631, please come forward. Seeing none, I adjourn this public hearing, please.
Your motion?
Move for adoption.
Second?
Second.
Ross?
Yes.
Hamilton?
Yes.
Hart?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Harris? Yes. And Sulaco?
Yes.
R2632, Mayor Hartwick.
Please.
A resolution declaring certain buildings, houses, and other structures located at 120 North Buckeye Street in the city of North Little Rock, Arkansas to constitute a public nuisance and condemning said structures, providing a period of time for property owner to abate said nuisance.
With that, I need to conduct another public hearing. Those wishing to speak for or against R2632, please come forward to the microphone. R2632, please come forward. Seeing none, I'll adjourn this public hearing.
For adoption.
Motion adopt.
Is there a second?
Second.
On the motion, Ross?
Yes.
Hamilton?
Wait a minute, I didn't see Ms. Hart's hand.
Oh, I'm
have a
sorry.
Discussion.
Are we tracking, so I feel like I've seen Grace Realty, would this be the city clerk? Are we tracking when we have these particular companies that continue to have buildings that are
Alicia
nuisance?
McHenry can answer that question,
Oh,
Alicia, you
okay.
there?
hopefully.
Please.
She's code enforcement, so
I
she's
think a
going
lot
to
of
know.
these were on
Okay.
the agenda last time, though.
Is that what?
Yeah,
Yeah,
they were on the
okay,
agenda
okay,
last
okay,
time,
okay,
if you
okay.
remember. so
Okay,
that's
okay,
why.
okay.
Felicia, did you understand the question from Ms. Hart?
I couldn't be handling that.
I was asking, was there like something that, were we tracking those businesses or LLCs that we continue to see on our nuisance list so that if they try to do business in the city again, but they have
Yes.
we are
Yes.
tracking those?
Yes.
Because some of these names
Yes,
are familiar.
yes.
Okay,
Thank you.
thank you.
Okay, back to
Anybody
the
else on the motion, second?
Ross, Hamilton?
Yes.
Hart?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Harris?
Yes.
And Sulaco?
Yes.
R2633, Mayor Hartwick.
Please.
A resolution declaring certain buildings, houses, and other structures located at 503 West 17th Street in the city of North Little Rock, Arkansas to constitute a public nuisance and condemning said structures, providing a period of time for property owner to abate said nuisance.
Thank you. Again, I need to convene a public hearing. Those wishing to speak for or against R2633, please come to the microphone. Seeing none, I'll adjourn.
Move for adoption.
Motion adopt R2633, and there's a second.
On the motion, Ross?
Yes.
Hamilton?
Yes.
Hart?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Harris? And Sulaco? R2634, Mayor Hartwick.
Please.
A resolution declaring certain buildings, houses, and other structures located at 1731 Moss Street in the city of North Little Rock, Arkansas to constitute a public nuisance and condemning said structures, providing a period of time for property owner to abate said nuisance.
Thank you. Again, I need to call a public hearing on this, R2634. Convene a public hearing. Those wishing to speak for or against R2634, please come to the mic. Seeing none, I'll adjourn.
Your motion?
Motion to adopt.
Second.
On the motion, Ross?
Yes.
Hamilton?
Yes.
Hart?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Harris?
Yes.
And Sulaco?
Yes.
R2635, Mayor Hartwick.
Please.
Resolution declaring certain buildings, houses, and other structures located at 4921 Allen Street in the city of North Little Rock, Arkansas, to constitute a public nuisance and condemning said structures, providing a period of time the property owner to abate said nuisance.
Thank you. Again, I need to convene a public hearing. Those wishing to speak for or against R 2635, please come forward. Seeing none, adjourn.
Is there a motion?
So moved.
Second.
On the motion, Ross?
Yes.
Hamilton?
Yes.
Hart?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Harris? And Sulaco?
Yes.
R 2636, Mayor Hartwick.
Please.
A resolution approving and certifying amounts of liens to be filed with the Pulaski County Tax Collector against certain real properties in the city of North Little Rock, Arkansas, as a result of grass cutting expenses and abatement of other nuisances.
Again, I need to convene a public hearing. Those wishing to speak for or against R 2636, please come to the microphone. Wish to speak for or against? Seeing none, adjourn.
Move for adoption.
Second.
On the motion, Ross?
Yes.
Hamilton?
Yes.
Hart?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Harris?
Yes.
And Sulaco?
Yes.
Ordinances O 2608, Councilmember Baxter?
Please call it.
An ordinance granting a special use to allow a tire shop in a C4 zone for certain real property located at 5623 MacArthur Drive in the city of North Little Rock, Arkansas, declaring emergency. First reading.
Move to suspend all readings.
Second.
On the motion, Ross?
Yes.
Hamilton?
Yes.
Hart?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Harris?
Yes.
And Sulaco?
Yes.
Is there a
For
motion?
adoption?
Second.
Is there any discussion?
Mr. Hamilton.
Yeah, this is a tire shop, and I can remember I remember discussion we had on tire shop before and the residences behind it. And a church about 600 feet away having an issue with the noise on JFK. And I was just wondering if there are residences, there's the railroad, I believe, that goes behind this property. and
That's
then-
correct.
And then residences behind that.
That's correct as well.
Okay, those are about 250 feet away. This council did not, because of the proximity, there's the word, of houses to the tire shop, declined to approve a special use on JFK. With respect out of respect for the residences in Ward 3, I was just wondering if you had any thoughts or had heard any complaints.
I have some great information for you,
Oh, very
Councilman
cool.
Hamilton.
This is good. This is what great public discussion is for.
If you saw the previous photo,
Uh-huh.
you'll see all the vehicles out there on the property
Mm-hmm.
that are in all types of condition because it was a body shop.
Mm-hmm.
Think banging, busting, grinding, that kind of thing, right?
Yeah,
Going to a tire shop is an improvement for this particular location.
is the body shop
And
gone now?
understand that I've done my homework as it relates to the neighborhood around there, and they find this to be a much quieter business than what was previously located there, as well as aesthetically pleasing.
Well, thank you very
More
much.
any more
I appreciate that public
Anything else, please?
discussion. I don't
Is there any
understand
more
the hostility.
discussion? All right, where are we?
On the motion to adopt, Ross?
Yes.
Hamilton?
Yes.
Hart?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes?
Harris?
Yes.
And Sulaco?
Yes.
On the emergency, Ross?
Yes.
Hamilton?
Yes.
Hart?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Harris?
Yes.
And Sulaco?
Yes.
O 2609, Councilmember Baxter?
Please call it.
An ordinance granting a conditional use to allow a retail home improvement store in an I-2 zone for certain real property located at 9800 White Oak Crossing in the city of North Little Rock, Arkansas, declaring emergency. First reading.
Move to suspend all readings.
Second.
On the motion, Ross?
Yes.
Hamilton?
Yes.
Hart?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Harris?
Yes.
And Sulaco?
Yes.
Is there a motion to adopt?
So moved.
Second.
There's a motion to adopt, there's a second, no discussion. Go ahead, I didn't see any.
Seeing none, Ross?
Yes.
Hamilton?
Yes.
Hart?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Harris?
Yes.
And Sulaco?
Yes.
On the emergency, Ross?
Yes.
Hamilton?
Yes.
Hart?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Harris? And Sulaco?
Yes.
O 2610, Councilmember Ross?
Please call it.
An ordinance granting a special use to allow an event center in a CL zone for certain real property located at 3500 Camp Robinson in the city of North Little Rock, Arkansas, declaring emergency. First reading.
It's been all readings.
Second.
Okay, on the motion, Ross?
Yes.
Hamilton?
Yes.
Hart?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Harris?
Yes.
And Sulaco?
Yes.
Hang on, Ms. Robinson, beat you to it, then I'll come back to Ms. Robinson.
Can we go ahead and get a motion to?
Yeah.
Motion to adopt.
Yeah,
Yeah, all right, I'm sorry, go ahead.
thank you.
Go ahead, please. Discussion?
Yeah.
All right, Ms. Robinson and Ms. Ross, if you want to.
Uh,
And I have two other people.
My only question is concerned parking for this event center. And it's the old fire station. So what's the capacity? Do you have that information?
Ms. Ross, you've got two people back that might want to speak about this,
Is
too.
that Christie? Is that Christie?
Huh?
Christie's side, is that
Yeah,
Christie?
Christie and Douglas.
And Ms. Robinson, let me just point out that paragraph 3 says limit the number of event participants to 25, and there's one parking spot per 5 guests.
That'll be fine.
Go ahead, Ms. Ross.
Oh, I was just going to make an amendment, is what I was going to do, and then I'll let them talk.
All right, let's make the amendment. I'll come back to y'all, okay, if it's all right, please.
Okay. The amendment is on the hours. It has 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. and I
Which
talked-
number is that?
It's at 4, where is that?
5, okay.
Okay. And it has 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. I talked to Chrissy. It should only be 10 a.m. to 8 p.m.
10 to 8,
Daily,
okay.
and that'd be my amendment.
Is there a second on the amendment?
Just about to ask.
I'll second that.
There's a second on 10. Go ahead.
Ready? Ross?
Yes.
Hamilton?
Yes.
Hart?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Harris?
Yes.
And Sulaco?
Yes.
Okay.
And as,
Is there a motion to adopt
Motion
as
to
amended?
adopt.
Is there a motion?
Second.
Motion
Okay.
adopted, and a second. Before we go forward, do you want to say anything? I think it's okay right now, let it go.
Yeah, in
Okay.
case they have any
There's a
questions.
motion to adopt then?
yeah. As I wanted to, it is only for 25 guests, and there's actually parking right there beside the building, all around. And hopefully we'll get this cleaned up down there.
Well,
Christie?
let me,
Go ahead. And
would like to
I have
say
to have you
something.
identify yourself, please.
I'm Christy Angel.
Okay, Christie.
In the last meeting when we were here at the site plan review, I believe they amended that to go from 25 to 40, taking into account not only the parking that was on site, but the parking along Camp Robinson. So they got that number for a total of 8 parking spaces and
That was done
5
with the
Is
people
Sean,
for.
Sean's back. Sean, can you come up here? And
Sean?
I was just taking what was in the legend. They would still have adequate parking for 40, because that would only be 8 spaces, so.
Sean, did you hear that?
Yes, she's correct. So at the subdivision and the planning commission meeting, there are 8 spots on the east side there, which would allow 40 persons. So they did amend that, and it was our error. of not
Christie, so
getting it.
you do need that amended to 40 then? Is that it?
Yes.
Okay, because that said 25. Okay, I'll make another amendment then to
Okay.
40.
To 40?
That's
And is
my
there a
amendment.
second?
I need a
Second.
second. There's a second. There was a second, yes.
Yes.
Mr.
On the
Baxter.
Oh, I was just going to say that I do recall Mr. Chambers was actually one of the commissioners who stated, let's go ahead and do that on the front end instead of having you have to come back and do it at a later time, because you do have parking already in place to support that number.
That's correct.
So on the amendment, Ross?
Yes.
Hamilton?
Yes.
Hart? On the amendment to the,
Oh, the amendment, yes.
On the
For
amendment.
40?
yes,
Yes.
okay. Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Harris?
Yes.
And Sulaco?
Yes.
We have a new motion to adopt as amended?
Motion to adopt as amended.
And I didn't know if Christie, if they had anything that you wanted to say, or is there
Are you
anything that
okay
you
with
wanted to
them?
say? As far, so we got it to 40, hours are 10 to 8.
You're fine.
You good? Okay.
Appreciate it.
Everybody good?
Good.
On the motion to adopt as amended, Ross?
Yes.
Hamilton?
Yes.
Hart?
Pass.
Okay. Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Harris?
Yes.
And Sulaco?
Yes.
On the emergency, Ross?
Yes.
Hamilton?
Yes.
Hart?
Pass.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Harris?
Yes.
And Sulaco?
Yes.
Thank you.
02611, Councilmember Ross?
Please call it.
An ordinance waiving section 9.11 of the subdivision ordinance number 7946 of certain real property located at 3500 Camp Robinson Road in the city of North Little Rock, Arkansas, to waive sidewalk requirements, declaring an emergency. First reading.
Motion to move, suspend all readings.
Second. Motion to suspend.
On the motion, Ross?
Yes.
Hamilton?
Yes.
Hart?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Harris?
Yes.
And Sulaco?
Yes.
Is there a motion to adopt?
Motion to adopt.
Second.
Second.
Okay.
And there's a, Ms.
Can we
Ross?
have them go back to the picture from the last legislation? I just wanted to point out what a small, okay, I got your pointer if I can figure out how to do it here now.
Punch the button at the top, there you go.
Okay. What this is, it's just from right here to here. I counted 5 utilities there where the sidewalk would go. And that is why this up here, that's the parking, and then that one little area is all that we're waiving. I can't get this thing there, from there to there. That's it.
Gotcha. Okay. Where are we?
Ready to vote? On the motion, Ross?
Yes.
Hamilton?
Yes.
Hart?
Pass.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Harris?
Yes.
And Sulaco?
Yes.
On the emergency, Ross?
Yes.
Hamilton?
Yes.
Hart?
Pass.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Harris?
Yes.
And Sulaco?
Yes.
Okay, y'all are good. O 2612, Councilmember Ross.
Please call it.
An ordinance amending ordinance number 9555, which adopted the 2021 Arkansas Fire Prevention Code. First reading.
Move to suspend the readings.
Second.
Second.
On the motion, Ross?
Yes.
Hamilton?
Yes.
Hart?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Harris?
Yes.
And Sulaco?
Yes.
Is there a motion to adopt?
Motion to adopt.
Second.
Okay,
Ms. Ross? Sorry.
Chief Almond, I'd like Chief Almond to,
he's right there.
He's right here. Here, Chief.
So, yeah, the city adopted their 2021 fire prevention code in 2023, and included in that, there is a section that it says leave for local adoption, which very few cities adopted it. The city of North Little Rock adopted it. I recommended that they adopt it, based on an increase in food preparation vehicles that we saw happening after COVID. I suspected there could be an increase in a potential for fires and food trucks. I've looked into it a little bit. The expense is really high, probably low end $3,000 to $10,000 potentially to put a vent hood suppression system in. Some of these will require new vent hoods along with a suppression system. They're really expensive. It's probably going to put some food trucks out of business. I've not seen an increase in fires and food preparation vehicles. We do inspect food preparation vehicles now. We're pretty strict on making sure that they have ABC and Type K portable fire extinguishers, that their electrical stuff is good, that their stuff is clean. And so we would continue to do everything we've always done in the past. We're not going to change anything we're doing. This was not to be adopted until 2027 anyways, the enforcement of it. And it's going to be really, really difficult to enforce on out-of-town food trucks that come in for events and festivals just for a weekend. They usually show up at the festival. We show up to do an inspection, and it's going to be really complicated to enforce it. I don't think it's needed, and so I think the best thing would be to just scratch that one line out of the ordinance that adopted the fire code. And anyhow, I will respect the opinion of the council.
Mr. Baxter, and I'm coming to you. Mr. Baxter?
I visited with Salmon earlier in the year about this particular subject, right?
Yes, sir.
And I was beaten to the punch by Ms. Ross over there, so I'd like to be added as a co-sponsor with your approval.
oh, absolutely.
Mr. Hamilton?
I just want to say that I appreciate Councilmember Ross and Baxter for taking the time to pull you up and ask you questions about it or give an explanation for the record. And I have learned something today, and I'm grateful to Councilmember Baxter and Ross for providing you to be up here. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Where are we?
Time to vote.
Yep. On the motion, Ross?
Yes.
Hamilton?
Yes.
Hart?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Harris?
Yes.
And Sulaco?
Yes.
And this does not have an emergency clause.
Thank you. And I have mayor's, announced public comment. I have 3 people here. I talked with Ms. Gully, Christina. Come forward if you're here, and you got 3 minutes, please.
And Mayor, real quick, we have a holiday Monday.
Yeah, go ahead and get that out. We have a holiday Monday.
No
so-
delay on garbage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What happened to you, What happened to you, Christina?
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
The residents of Shorter Garden who were impacted by unlivable and deplorable housing conditions are my people, your people, our people. They are residents of North Little Rock. Any one of us, our family members, could one day face similar housing challenges due to neglectful and irresponsible landlords. As elected officials, the City Council and the Mayor should be working together with community leaders and the Arkansas Community Organization, ACO, to resolve these ongoing housing crises. This is not an issue that can be ignored or delayed. I had the opportunity to review a proposed ordinance that was drafted last October. It is my understanding that this ordinance mirrors one that has already been approved and successfully implemented by the city of Fayetteville. That means at least one city in our state has taken meaningful action to address unsafe and substandard housing conditions. I do not understand the reasons for delaying this proposed ordinance. I also do not understand why no city council member has stepped forward to sponsor it. What I do understand is that North Little Rock is facing a housing crisis that must be addressed with urgency and compassion. I respectfully ask that each of you support this ordinance or introduce and support an ordinance that protects our residents from slumlords and ensures safe, livable housing for all. Our community deserves no less.
Thank you very much, appreciate it. Miss, I think her name is Bonnie,
The young lady, the last one, she
left. Yeah,
left.
she leave?
I think so.
And Miss Art, she left. Miss Temple, please come forward. You got 3 minutes, please.
Cedric always say we don't have no mold in the high rise, y'all. That lady, Miss Pat, died 2 months ago. My name is Hattie Temple.
Miss Hattie, please, you gotta go to the mic. You know this. You've been here
My
long
name is
enough.
Hattie Temple, and I'm the ACO president for North Little Rock. And this housing crisis we talking about, y'all, is not no joke. It's not no joke. Miss Pat died. We had her broom release in January. Released her some balloons to send with her. Her house was so full of mold. That's her mold report. And if you look on that volume of the report on it, that come from a lab. We sent it off and got it did because nobody will get it done for us. And I'm always talking about that high rise up there that the roof gonna fall in. Y'all, how about a chunk done fell? A chunk done fell. See, I came to y'all with this right here. The ordinance, we need somebody to cover it so when they stop, when they don't do what they supposed to do, y'all can make them do it. Because this is your city, Mayor. Like you say, this your city. And you don't want another something like Shorter Garden for that big old building to fall down on the people now. If a chunk done fell out, now you know they wouldn't let you in the building. I know you would over there when I asked you to. I can't take that away from you, and they would not let you in the building. But I'm telling you that a chunk done fell up there by that elevator on that 11th floor. And if another chunk fall and that pipe fall, the whole building gonna fall because the pressure from the water pipe gonna make the thing fall. So that's all I have to say. And I'm asking y'all, please, somebody help us get us some renters' rights. Because right now we don't have none.
Thank you, ma'am.
All right.
Appreciate it. Anybody else? Yes, ma'am, Ms. Robinson.
Couple of questions. Back when the former mayor, Hayes, there was a group, he put together a committee or a group to work on rental stuff. And so we probably need to pull that ordinance. I know it's old and all, but we probably need to look at that and update that ordinance because there were several people that were part of that committee and see what the city has. Okay, my next question, which goes to Ember, and looking at tonight when we talk about multiple contracts and waiving bids and stuff, when we put this in place, do we automatically put a term on it, like 3 years, 4 years, and that way it doesn't have to come before us every year?
No, we don't have anything, the law doesn't state 3 or 5 years like you're mentioning.
Would it be possible to do some of these like that with the option to renew or not renew? You know, because I think that in state government, I think you have an option, or you used to, up to 10 years, but you have the option, you would review it, you know, and you have the option to renew or not renew. But when we put them in place, can we just go ahead and say, or put them in place for every 3 or 4 years with the option to renew?
I'm gonna look over to Amy, but I think we have so many different contracts, and these were a lot of IT contracts that if we didn't waive bids and renew, we would impact critical services to citizens. So, for instance, when we know we're unhappy with one of these software services, we have to start that process while still running the other one parallel. So, for instance, our timekeeping software, it is going end of life, not being maintenanced anymore. So we are in the process right now, HR, finance, and IT, to get a new software up and going that you all previously approved 2 years ago. It just takes that long to get it up and going.
Okay. I have one final comment.
Yes, ma'am.
I am the senior council member up here on this council, and I've seen a lot of things. But one of the things that I was going to address it a couple of months ago, and I put it off, but I want to say it tonight. Each ward is different. Each ward has its own set of dynamics. Now, I'm asking the council members, you have a right to sponsor legislation, but when it comes to my ward, give me the respect to come to me to talk about my ward and what goes on in my ward and what needs to be done. Allow me to make that decision, because the voters voted for me. And I'm bothered by it, but I've been approached by some of my people out east about a situation. Ward 3, y'all need to give me some of y'all's budget. I want some of y'all's money for interfering in my ward. And I'm telling you tonight, I don't think it's right. Let me do my ward. That's all I got to say. Hamilton, you got anything about it?
Mr. Mayor,
I said to you.
and I'm addressing Mr. Mayor. With respect to Councilmember Robinson's vote, one time, with I think the second month of my career as a council member, I sponsored a rehabilitation project in your ward, and I promise you, I heard enough then that I would never do so again. In terms of coming to you to talk to you about some legislation in your ward, I will not be doing that because that's a violation of the FOI. So I respect you in an incredible amount, but I can't do that. So I certainly will ask the mayor questions about it here in the city council chambers publicly. And then if you have anything to say about it, that will hold a ton of respect to me, like Councilmember Baxter's mentioned about the auto tire store. That perception was good to have, and I appreciate it. So thank you, ma'am.
Well, I don't have a problem with Ward 1. You all pretty much stay in your lane. But Ward 3 been getting out of their lane lately. I'm sorry, Mayor. I know you want me to be nice, and I am being nice. But I'm telling Ward 3, stay in your lane.
Anybody else? If not, Ms. Ross?
I just want to say one thing about, questions that are asked at the council meeting. And a lot of times I know that you just want it on record that you heard the same thing. But part of our job is doing our homework. I mean, you can pick up the phone, you can call. There's not one department head, there's not one individual that I can't pick up the phone Agenda comes out on Tuesday. I've got all week to call them, and I know I bug them to death. Ms. Fields, she knows that. Amber knows that. Mike Davis, John Barber, everybody knows that the minute I get it, I'm sending emails to everybody and questions. So I know that sometimes you want to hear the same thing that, in public that you heard, but if anybody feels like they're not getting the information they need, pick up the phone and call them, text them, email. They're more than willing to give you all the answers.
Mr. Hamilton,
Turn your
coming back to you.
I believe we did that tonight, asking about a master plan. And the department head who's responsible for that is the mayor. And I asked about a master plan tonight and what the bigger picture was. And again, I did not get an answer. So you said they will tell you. They will. Well, I asked tonight, and they did not. And I read every single thing on there.
Mr. Baxter?
I'll pass, Mayor.
All right.
Now,
Ms. Ross?
I was just speaking of what's on the agenda. I think we kind of got off topic some tonight, but as far as anything on the agenda, if you've got any questions, you can pick up and call, anyone that's, whether it's in your ward or not, it doesn't matter. But if you have any, you get a lot of extra knowledge, and also watching planning, you can learn everything there, just about.
Anybody else? If not,
Your motion? On the motion, Ross?
Yes.
Hamilton?
Yes.
Hart? Yes. Robinson? Robinson?
said yes.
Baxter?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
No?
Yes.
Man, thank you.